Hey guys, welcome back again. I'm currently doing a video a day until this channel blows up. If you want to support me on this journey, do help me out by liking this video. Thank you. Today, we will discuss about Metaverse. I will share with you my views on the Metaverse and where the real opportunities lies in the Metaverse. To me, I see Metaverse as a necessary or natural thing to occur. It's neither a dystopian world or a utopian world. There is real-world use case and real benefits when it comes to Metaverse. But first, let's tackle the question of what is Metaverse. A Metaverse is a universe that is created digitally. The point is to make it as lifelike as possible. The goal is to make our senses merge with the experience through our sight, our touch, our hearing, and maybe in the future, our sense of smell. Now let's answer the question of why do we need Metaverse? That is because our human minds have consciousness and the ability to have very vivid imagination. But we are bound by this physical realm, and this physical realm has its laws. For example, gravity on Earth is 9.8 meters per second square, and we are bound by other laws of physics. What made human the apex predator and be top of our food chain was our communication and imagination skill. If you have watched this video where I explain about the history of money, you will realize that money is man-made, society structure is man-made, governance and nation-state is also man-made. We probably made all this up as a collective species so that we can progress the fastest. There is law and order to minimize suffering. But what if we can create an entire universe that is not dependent on money, economies, nation-state or religion? The truth is, we are very limited by our physical realm, or what we call the meat space. Our imaginations can do much more, and the possibility that comes when we construct Metaverse is limitless. In the Metaverse, we are unconstrained by the many limitations of Earth. We can collaborate on creating fairer societies from first principles and try them out. We can then see if we can apply them in the real world. As I've said before, we will transition into a post-COVID world, and that brings consumption pattern changes. There will still be reduced human interaction, especially when it comes to work and play. And I think the Metaverse solves this problem, where people can go online in a simulated reality, work together and play games together. The economy will transition towards a gig economy, where it's no longer an employee working under the same company for 30 years anymore. It's people coming together, finishing a project and moving on from there. If they like each other's chemistry, they will come together again and work for the next project. The Metaverse allows for cross-border collaboration, but this is not where the real opportunity is. In my humble opinion, the real opportunity of Metaverse lies in the documentation of digital assets. This is where all the money is going in. I'll give you an example. Let's imagine we are now in a developed world. You live in a house inside this developed nation. So for example, Singapore. What makes your property valued at $500,000 or multiple million dollars? Is it the walls or is it the expensive concrete floor? What is stopping you from taking a bunch of concrete and building your own house in the middle of a jungle, which is only a fraction of the cost? I'll give you 5 seconds and think about it. If your answer is the documentation of assets or the property deed, then you are correct. When your nation state is stable and secure, you believe that nobody is going to attack and tear down your house in the next day or 100 years in the future. This alone gives the property value. It is the same reason why properties in underdeveloped nations are not valuable, because all of the assets are not documented properly. And this is why cryptos like Cardano are targeting the underserved, because there are trillions of assets to be documented as the area developed better. So this brings me back to my point on Metaverse. There are going to be trillions of assets that is going to be created in the Metaverse. Each of them needs documentation. If it is not obvious to you by now, NFTs is the documentation of assets. Yes, you can screenshot them, but in the Metaverse, it is unique and solely belongs to the owner. If you've watched my previous videos, I've constantly talked about Metaverse before the public even know it's a thing. So that's just for the CPU side. The GPU dominant players are Nvidia and AMD. The gaming industry will thrive even more in the future, with console, PC and mobile gaming all needing GPU and CPU. Virtual reality, Metaverse and proof-of-work blockchain will require a lot of There is also Metaverse, proof-of-work blockchain, requires a lot of GPU as well. So between Metaverse and Tesla, I choose to invest my money on Tesla because I know Tesla is working 24/7 to get the mission done.
I went to Giga Texas. I was at Giga Texas, the Tesla Gigafactory that's being built in Austin, Texas. I was there on a Sunday at 8 o'clock at night, and it was busy. So if you think you found a company that's the next Tesla, figure out where their factory is. Go visit. Do you see intense activity 24/7? If you don't see intense activity 24/7, then it's not the next Tesla. because they're not innovating with extreme urgency. They don't have the same commitment to the mission that you see at Tesla. Is the CEO sleeping on the factory floor? Are they iterating? Are they changing things as necessary as they go along to make the vehicle better and better and better? Whatever they're making, whatever the product is, whatever the service is, are they constantly innovating? Amazon, by the way, is sort of the previous Tesla.
I've not seen and I do not know any companies that are this hardworking to push the boundaries in the metaverse industry. So this is just a word of caution to people investing in different metaverse projects. If you only know about metaverse recently and invested recently, then you'll be part of the public building up a bubble. The key to good investing is to build your conviction and plant the seeds before the public realizes. Okay, that is it for today. If you learned something, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you and I'll see you tomorrow.